N64 on Switch.
Kind of sucks.
What? Why is it disappointing?
Disappointing.
No, I challenge your assertion that it's disappointing. It's Nintendo. What were you expecting? Hey!
Can't be disappointing.
Boom,
if you
roasted.
Expected poor performance. Yeah, I have not subscribed to this. Wow, so surprising.
Crap. I just refreshed this page and they're all gone. You have them, right?
I've got them.
Thank goodness.
Why did you do that?
I didn't mean to. I was just trying to scroll and it refreshed.
Oh.
So, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I have not subscribed to this, but I have heard through the power of the internet that it is a suboptimal experience. I have heard that the performance is bad, etc., etc., etc. It includes the following N64 games, with more coming at a later date: Dr. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Tennis, Sin and Punishment, Star Fox 64, Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Win Back Covert Operations.
Was that a popular game?
And Yoshi's Story. I love how that one's just like randomly
Yeah.
in there.
It's something.
Maybe someone's a huge Win Back Covert Operations fan in the chat. The expansion pack comes with the Sega Genesis Classics collection as well, which is $29.99.
I mean, the issue isn't the games that it comes with. The bigger issue is that the performance is apparently dog poo.
And it's even missing some features, like blur effects are changed or absent in the Switch versions. They've removed fog in some areas of Ocarina, which is like...
Let's have a look. Ruh-roh. Wow, that actually kind of kills the vibe
and
here.
The vibe. Fog was kind of a pretty big deal on N64, actually. Like,
well, it's how you got away with having such crappy draw distance, right?
Yeah, but like a lot of the times, really talented game developers will use those limitations to inspire creativity. In like boating through the fog is an experience, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
sure.
they take that limitation of draw distance and they make it into part of the gaming experience, which is very cool.
Yeah, and you can see on the Wii Virtual Console, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's only on the Switch version that it looks older. Like it looks
really bad,
markedly worse
Yeah.
than on the original and on the Wii Virtual Console. Like
Yeah.
Wii Virtual Console is going to be the definitive edition of that one for sure. I mean, at least if we never get anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
But
what a
that's
disappointment.
pretty disappointing, especially when the price hike was like pretty high, actually.
Especially when the community has done so much more to preserve Nintendo's history than Nintendo is willing to do for themselves.
Yeah. And they want to charge quite a bit for it. Regular Switch Online is $20 annually. Switch Online plus the expansion pack is $50 annually.
Like, can we just get on with it and make it so that we can just buy a license for the game and then guilt-free play it on whatever we want?
Would be sweet. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if there was any way to port my save game over, I would much rather, like, if I was going to do another playthrough of Breath of the Wild or play the expansion, or like, because I was kind of thinking about it because Breath of the Wild 2 is coming, I would much rather play through it on my computer at 60 frames per second. Like, obviously, because the Switch it's anemic.
This conversation actually reminds me a lot of that game that people didn't want us to try on Linux, Forge Alliance Forever. I think they do it in a really cool way. To play Forge Alliance Forever, you have to like prove that you own a copy of Forge Alliance, which, you know what? Sure, I'll go buy this copy of the game, and then I will have the way better experience. Like, the developers behind that are fantastic.
Yep.
I'm constantly stunned by the stuff that those...
It's almost all community done.
It's
almost no paid
and
work.
It's amazingly well done. Like, they're a very impressive, like, kind of just homebrew community dev team. Very, very cool. But I would way rather go play that experience. And it's really cool that I can do that. And I'm happy enough to buy the game. And the Forge Alliance devs are happy enough to do that little verification process and make sure that I've bought the game.
Yep.
And everything's all cool. I'm not trying to pirate this game, but I would rather play the community experience because it's just way better. And they're actually maintaining it, unlike the original developers, which I believe have been bought out.
Yeah, Gas Power Games got bought or something. Yep.
So they don't care about it anymore, which is fine. But the community does, which is great. And I would like to play the community version. So, yeah. Some type of purchase verification thing would be cool.
Yeah, Mr. Marker says Nintendo should just sell ROMs on a website to use on PC, but that would never happen. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, never say never. I mean, it's no secret that Microsoft has wanted to get Nintendo games on the Xbox. I mean,
For a long time.
I would have said that's impossible, but I also would have said that it's impossible for Microsoft to get Sony to bring their platform exclusives, and yet here we are, right?
Yeah.
So the impossible is now possible. Pigs are up. Black is down. Like I don't know. I just don't know what world is anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.